Hi everybody, it's Fay here, and so I wanted to do a short video for you to talk a little bit or speak to the reason that I don't talk about plants that much anymore. You know, you might have found me through one of my books, Plants That Speak, Souls That Sing, Transform Your Life with the Spirit of Plants, or maybe even you are a practitioner of Plant Spirit Reiki. And have read that book or done one of my courses or even done a course with me on plant spirit shamanism. So, and you might be thinking, well, hang on, Faye, why aren't you teaching about plants anymore? Why aren't you sharing, any plant wisdom circles and so forth? So I wanted to give you an idea of what's going on with me and how my work is evolving, and then also clarify how you can continue to work with me, because obviously I'm always guided by the plants and by my spirit guides themselves. So and I often laugh that I think nothing's ever going to happen ever again, and then the spirit or the universe turns around and goes, aha, actually it is. So here are my thoughts to share with you. So, 3 reasons that I don't talk about the plants anymore. First one is that the processes outlined in my book, my work, are ways that you can connect to plants. So it's by doing this that we connect and we make our own connections, and that's the way I like to work. I'm not a prescriptive teacher. You won't find me saying, oh, rose is this and pine is this and you use this for this. The way that I've always been shown is from the plants themselves, and so by following the things outlined in Plants That Speak and Plant Spirit Reiki, you follow those processes and you will make your own connections. So that's why I don't speak about specific plants necessarily and give you guidance in that way. Second reason is actually that since I started on my plant path, there are so many voices now speaking about plants, and that doesn't mean to say that there shouldn't be any more, but it all means that there are many people who really specialise. So there are people who specialise in making about herbal lotions and potions, or flower essence, for example, and they will be able to do that in a much more detailed way than I can. And also, I really want to stress here that if you want to learn about herbal medicines, you really need to forage and learn from your home, from somebody local to you, so you can understand the local plants. And actually, a third reason is that for me, the plants themselves bring us into alignment. They help us become who we are. They help us bring out our innate gifts and talents, and they show us that pathway to be who we are. And so, in a sense, the plants have been a real tool for me, a way shower, a teacher. And in a sense, they're not the end result. It doesn't mean that just because I work with plants to connect, in a sense, with myself, that I'm going to then be a teacher of plants or be a plantswoman. So I have found that they guide us to where we need to be, and the plants are continuing to guide me. They're always guiding me. Don't for 1 minute think that I don't use plants in my daily life all the time. But they're guiding me in alignment to be who I am, and that's not necessarily a teacher of plants, a teacher of gardening, a teacher of herbalism, a teacher of plant shamanism. It's actually, in a sense, that essence of being a creative being. So that's what I want to say, to speak to that. You know, why doesn't Ray talk about plants anymore? I can answer all your questions on plants. I can answer questions on plant connection, plant spirit Reiki. I can teach you those things if you want to work in mentorship with me. But you just won't necessarily find me showing you how to make a salve, how to make a flower essence, and so on. Or using specific plants in specific ways. Unless I'm guided to do that by the plants, and then of course I will. As always, walking with one foot in the knowing and one foot in not knowing, and not really being okay with that surrendering of not really knowing what the process will be and what the outcome is. That's the plant path. So I'm still going to be doing a little teaching in terms of shamanism and plant spirit Reiki, and the summer school in the garden will be going ahead. So watch out for any events that are happening and any online events also. I'm just going to be, in a sense, doing less work as a healer, and
And if you worked, there's still availability to work with me for shamanic coaching and any mentorship on your plant path. But really, I feel that the plants are really guiding me to be my creative self. And for me, one of those parts of me is my writing. So that's really how the plants have guided me to sort of step into who I am, and they're continually helping me to kind of heal those blocks and resistance that inevitably gets in my way. And I think what I will do is, let me know in the comments if it's useful for you to do a video to explain, soul purpose and soul calling, because we sometimes get really confused about what that is, and especially when we try and monetize things, we can get really confused. So let me know in the comments if that would be useful for you to speak to my experience with that. And because often I have a lot of clients who it's the first, if they want a reading with me, which yes, I still offer readings as well, but if you want a reading with me, that's often what people most want to know about, is their soul purpose. So let me know in the comments below if it's going to be useful for you to have a video where I speak about soul purpose and how we can get confused with that. Anyway, that's all I have got to say. Let me know what you would like from me and how I can help you on your plant path. And just check out any of my courses at fayjohnston.com, and I hope to see you at an event soon. Thank you. Bye.